Hello there. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 7 of balance. A whole week in. I'm loving it. People are texting me to say it's almost like a game that we're playing, or that there's layers of awareness that are emerging, or that there's a sense of connection in normal life that's really changing how they're moving in life. Same as me. And today's class is about how we sometimes we create balance by creating loads of movement. It's like, when you're on a tightrope, there's loads and loads of movement, and sometimes we create balance by being very strong and centered, and we draw towards the midline and become very stable in balance. So that's what we're going to try today. And then in the midst of that, we're going to do a pose called the dancer's pose. I love it. So come down into your child's pose. So your knees are bent and your arms are out long in front of you, if that feels comfortable. Let your neck drop down. Oh my. So drop your head down and rest yourself in. And so we're going to look at the thing called the schlump, which is where you're relaxing or you're resting or there's a sense of just being passive in what's happening in your body. And then we're going to look at the thing called the up. So up is anti-gravity, levity. It's what we do all day long. Gravity is pulling us down. So right now, if you're resting in your child's pose, then gravity is pulling you down. And then push the front of your feet a little bit into the floor and push your hands a tiny bit into the floor. And just see, can you connect from your feet to your hips and from your arms to your hips? And then let that go. Let yourself down, resting, like easing, settling into the floor with your weight again. Gravity pulls you down. And then push the front of your feet tiny and push your hands tiny into the floor. And just feel something changes when we connect and, not resist gravity, but like levity. We create levity. There's a lightness, a connectedness. And then relax. Nice. Come forward. And same thing, just be neutral in your cat pose and then push the front of your feet down and push your hands down. And I'm not moving anywhere, but suddenly I can really lengthen through my spine and get long from my tailbone to the top of my head. And then just do kind of relax and try and find your spine in the relaxed position. So it's much, much harder for me to connect from the tailbone to the top of my head. Whereas if I ever so slightly push down into my feet and push down into my hands just a tiny bit, suddenly it's like, is it fascia that turns on? Is it a sense of awareness, a connectedness? Nice. And then begin to move into your cat from that connected place. So you're staying on through your hands and on through your feet. So my feet are slightly pushing down and my hands are very connected to the floor. And I'm moving my spine with my connectedness. And I'm feeling like as I move in space, that rather than being kind of like a jigsaw puzzle that fell on the floor, which is often how I feel in a fragmented, all over the place way, I feel like my jigsaw puzzle has connected. Nice. Push back into your downward dog and do the same thing. So push into your hands, push into your feet, and connect through your body. Create the up feeling. Levity, anti-gravity, a sense of a rising, a lifting through the body. We do it all day long. Gravity is like, is it 110 kilos or something really heavy? Slight variabilities in it, microns of variabilities, but it's like we are continuously rising against gravity. So do it a little bit more. Just feel that rising against gravity. Create length through your body, create awareness, turning things on as you rise through your body. Nice. Walk your feet forward. Bring your elbows to your knees. And just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your hands. So somebody was saying the other day that they don't do child's pose at the beginning of the class. And like, I love when people tell me they sit in chairs at the beginning of the class, or they sit on their bum and they do the spinal movements. Find your way around the poses that don't suit your body. Roll your shoulders really big. Nice. Now then roll your shoulders in the other direction. Cool. So we're going to find our up here in standing. So stand with your feet hip distance apart and let gravity be heavy in you. So for me to do that, I feel like the schlump, it's like it's a down feeling. My belly feels soft, it's slightly sticking out. My shoulders I feel schlumped. I feel like I'm in my body, but I'm not on in my body. I'm not like moving like a dancer. So push your feet down, maybe stare at a point somewhere on the wall. And then feel like your ankles are getting more, this space happening in your ankles, because as you push down, you're beginning to rise. And then feel your calves engage, create space in your knees. Feel your thighs engage, create space in your hips. And then from that place, rise up through your spine. And then feel like you reach long and down into your fingers. So there should be a certain on about your body. Get wider, get more full in every direction, and inhabit the full space of you. Like, how would you be in all of you? It shouldn't be stressful what you're doing right now. It should feel very vital and alive. Nice. And then relax. Bring your right toe to the floor, quite close to the left foot. Rather than it being out to the side, it's directly underneath your hip still. And then do the same thing. So push down into the left foot and create a sense of rising through the leg, and then rise to the top of your head, and then reach your arms out and kind of at a 45-degree angle, and then expand like a tree out through your arms. And maybe stay there or lift your toe off the floor, and then imagine you're just about to lift up on the toe of the left foot and create even more up and out and expansion. So we're resisting gravity. You're getting taller, more open. Feel the width and the length of you. Nice. Bring your foot to the floor, coming down. Other side. So come up onto the toes of the left foot. It's quite close to the right. Push down into the foot. And I really feel like there's this surge of power through my leg as I engage. And then I rise through my belly, reach out wide into my arms. My arms are reaching and expanding like roots or like leaves or like, just like this sense of anchoring into the space around me. Lift your toe off the floor. How deeply still can you be as you expand into levity? Imagine you're going to lift up onto your toes. For me, that does something to the deep of my psoas, which just is so awesome. Rising. Lower your foot to the floor. Lower your arms down. Nice. So that up feeling is going to be following us for the next few weeks, the next 3 weeks. So stand to the front of your mat and find that feeling again. So push your feet down, rise through the spine, feel like your body's engaging, reach your arms wide, reach up, look up, and be like a torpedo that's rising, a rocket that's rising. Push your feet down, lift a little bit higher. Nice. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, coming down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, high on your shins, lift your back, arch your back, look forward. Nice. Drop your hands down, step your right foot back. Pause there, really deepen into your hips. So if you want to, you can drop your back knee to the floor. If you want to, you can bring both hands to your front knee as you rise, or rise up, reaching up, lengthen up through the body. And again, like we did earlier, find your up feeling. So push down into your feet, connect your legs, create space in your joints as you fill the whole of your body and rise. I always think the down is a bit like the night sky. I feel dark and schlumped. And then suddenly when I do the up, it's like fireworks of connection, of light moving through my body. Nice. Bring your right forearm down to your left thigh. Pause there. Create that length from the back heel to the top of your head. Really find that up feeling now in this range. So heel moves away, back leg lengthens, spine connects. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Step your foot back. Just pausing there. Create it again. From your heels, from your toes to the top of your head. Push down into your hands. Nice. Drop your knees down. Lower your belly down. Nice. Bring your elbows to the floor. Rise and look forward. Nice. Lowering down. So bring your hands so they're on the floor and your elbows are high. Drop your feet to the floor. And then just lift the right thigh up off the floor. And then lift the left thigh up off the floor. Just walk your legs. Right thigh and left thigh. Right thigh and left thigh. Nice. Reach your right arm long so that the side of your arm is resting on the floor. Bend your left knee and then roll over onto your right side. And my left hand is pushing into the floor connectedly and my left foot is reaching behind me. And then imagine you're standing on the right foot. Get super tall through your body. I want to reach the left hand a bit more forward and just feel that length through your body. So this is on the floor dancer pose. Come all the way back. Other side, reach the left arm long. Push the right hand down and swing the right foot behind you. Create length through the whole body. I feel kind of like, it's like everything that's off the floor is lifting and rising. So my left foot is long, my left arm is long, my head is really strengthening, lengthening. Nice. Come all the way back. Push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. Nice. Knees to the floor. Create that connection again. Lengthen through your spine. Push your feet down. Push your hands down. And then just lift your right knee off the floor and bring your right foot behind you. And then keep your spine still. Draw your right knee forward. How do you move your right leg in space as you do this? Keep everything really still. So get longer in your spine. You're really connecting into that left foot. Cool. Tuck your toes under. Walk forward to the front of your mat. Rolling up. Nice. So, dancer. So step your right foot back so your toes on the floor behind you. Come into the middle more. And then, so my toe is just on the floor behind me, but all my weight is forward into the left foot. And then as we did before, reach your arms up and out and then create the stability. So push down into the left foot. Create space in the ankle, connect the calf, create strength in the knee, rise to the hip, lengthen even more up into your fingers. And then maybe let your right toes lift off the floor. Stay here, or maybe bend your right knee so your toes are coming towards the back of your head. But I haven't changed anything else except for I've bent my knee. Pausing, lengthening. Nice. Lower your foot to the floor and lower your arms down. How cool. Other side. So stand to the front of your mat. Find that connection. Be in your body. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. Reaching up, looking up like a torpedo. Lengthen through your spine. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest. Oh, be high on your knees. Arch your back. Look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your left foot back. Pause there. Long into the back leg. So you can drop your left knee to the floor. You can bring your hands to the front knee. Or you can rise up and reach your fingers up. So as we did before, gauge down into the floor and begin to create space in your joints. So create levity rising up through your fingers. from a place of like rising, connection, awareness. Nice. From here, bring your left elbow down to your right thigh, right hand to your hip. Create that length and connection here. So draw your left heel back and rise up through the top of your head, but let it go through your body by creating space, connection, length, breathing into your belly. Nice. Bring both hands down, step back, pause. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Nice. Bring your elbows down, rise, looking forward down the beach. Nice. Lowering down. So bring your hands so that they're wide on your mat. Elbows are high. Drop your head down and lift the right thigh. Lift the left thigh. How would you create levity here? For me, it's the bits that are on the floor are engaging into the floor, and the bits that are off the floor are lengthening and rising and connecting in space. Nice. Lengthen the left arm long. Roll over onto the left side, bending your right knee. I'm going to reach my right hand more forward. It counterbalances the weight of my leg behind me. Breathe into your belly. The dancer pose on the floor. So same thing. We're doing something very similar when we were standing. Nice. Change. Come back to center. Both hands are wide. Reach your right arm long. And then roll over onto your right side. And let your left foot travel behind you. Left hand is glided a little bit more forward. Breath is in your belly. Nice. Come back. Push back. Push back all the way back. Have a bit of a wiggle. Rounding your back. Arching. Rounding your back. Arching. Walk forward. Oh, actually, no, stay down. Bring your knees to the floor. Push your hands down. Push the front of your feet down. Create length through your spine. And then lift your left foot up and back behind you. Keep your spine still as you do it. And then draw your knee forward. Keep your spine still. You know, you are connected, so there will be movement, but you're not letting everything move. You're really staying still through the spine, engaging the deep belly. Pushing down through the right foot. Push down through your hands. One more time. Super cool. Feet to the floor. Walk forward. Rolling up. Dancer's pose on the left. So stand tall. Stack your body. Find your up. Reach your arms wide. Well, actually, no, keep your arms down first. So we bring our foot back first. So bring your left foot back behind you. So you're standing on the right and your toe is like a stabilizer. Now reach your arms up. So we build everything is steady now and only the left knee is going to bend. So create that sense of reaching through your arms like a tree and then create space and length into the right leg. Keep your toe on the floor. So push down into the left foot. Don't forget everything for the foot to rise. You know, draw your navel towards your spine so you're not arching your back. You're lengthening through your spine, connecting through your belly. Maybe lift your toe off the floor. Maybe bend your knee. Reaching, connecting, whole body. Awesome job. Lower your foot to the floor, hands to your hips. Just roll into your belly. Can you create that up feeling even now? So that you're moving in space in an awareness of the whole of you. Even walking around the kitchen this morning, thinking about this idea, I felt that somehow I was moving in space differently. I had a different sense of grace to me. Now it's coming down, sit on the bum. Stretch your legs out long. Just come into a forward fold. So resting forward. Always in these forward folds, there's a certain intensity. You know, there's a certain sound to this stretch which is very high pitched. You know, it's the longest nerves in the body that go from the big toe all the way through the foot, the back of the thigh, the calf, the thigh, up into the lower back. Really long. Like if you've got long legs, you could have a meter of a neuron traveling down your leg. So the nerves are really long. So go gently. A lot of sensation through the back of the leg. Nerves are a bit like electric wires, you know, like the wire for your lamp. It doesn't have much stretch to it, whereas muscles have have much more movement to them. There's this to a nerve. Cool, guys. Come sit up. Just pause a moment. And just find that length here. Use the floor and rise. Levity. And then keeping your head centered, turn your eyes to the right. And find a yawn or a sigh or a deeper breath on the right of your body. Be in your body. Be well in this moment. Nice. Back to center with your eyes. Turn your eyes to the left. Find a yawn or a sigh or a deeper breath. There's almost a yawn happening. You know that kind of almost yawn where you're like, oh. So maybe you're yawning or almost yawning. Nice, guys. So just bring your hands to your heart and just think about what you're grateful for. It seems balance is around 22, 23 minutes long. So sorry for always being a little bit longer than 20 minutes. So hands to your heart and just think of what you're grateful for. Feel it in your body. Nice. Great, guys. I will see you all again tomorrow. Yes, Friday morning here in this galaxy. And yeah, be well. And thanks for joining me. And yeah, notice in your day, where can you find some levity? It's a great thing to find. Yeah, just levity of all kinds in your day is a glorious thing. So be well. And I will see you all tomorrow for another wonderfully interesting installation of balance. Thanks so much for joining me. Really, so grateful. So any information about classes, courses, clinics, trainings, random bits of information about all that we do here will be up on the newsletter every month, once a month. So yeah, contact us, info@knowler.com, and we'll stick you on the newsletter. If you're benefiting from this yoga, if you're feeling like, oh, this is quite fun actually, loads of levity here. And loads of bad jokes. You can drop us 10 euros per month, or for this month, again, info@knowler.com, and you'll find out more. So be well. And yeah, cultivate light and space in your day, in your body, in you. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Slán go fóill. Thanks.